insurance. Visit rolltide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. And by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
Hey folks, this is Arthur Seaton, managing partner at University Kia, proudly saying Roll Tide and War Eagle. Stop into University Kia today and shop one of the area's largest selection of new Kias, including Fortes, Seltos, Telluride, and Popular Carnival, and fully electric EV6. View all the great specials at universitykia.com and get pre-approved in minutes so you can drive home your new Kia you really want, because we want to see you in a University Kia.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said, if you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself.
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Isn't the story of the prodigal son an amazing story? Basically, a rowdy boy who literally wished his father dead ran away and consumed his wealth with hard and fast living. Yet the father looked for his return every day, and when the boy got tired of eating pig slop, he decided to return. What did the father do? As soon as he saw that boy, he ran to him, threw his arms around him, and killed the fatted calf for a great celebration. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of the Cross Point Church. If you're looking for a church home, come see us, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. November in Alabama means one thing.
Alabama and this SEC football arch rival meet in the Iron Bowl.
The Iron Bowl.
What is Arkansas? Nope.
Listen for full coverage of the Iron Bowl right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Correct response, what is Auburn?
Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
And good evening. Welcome in once again to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. We welcome everybody in that may have been listening to Alabama Mercer, Madison Academy, Mars Hill, and UAH and Lincoln Memorial. We are all on the same page. Now it is the second round of the high school football state playoffs here in the state of Alabama. At stake, a trip to the quarterfinals for a couple of our schools tonight. It would be historic wins for first trips ever to the quarterfinals. For others, it's business as usual. Right now, we have several games that are still under the lights and some big ones that we are keeping an eye on. The Tanner Rattlers in the fourth quarter trail the Pisgah Eagles 58-30. That one's late there in the fourth quarter. Southeastern looking up to Tuscaloosa Academy right now, 38-6. That one late in the fourth quarter. The Russellville Golden Tigers having a little bit of work to do against Moody late in the fourth, 42-14. They are trailing. Now, we've had some games just go final. I mean, within the last couple minutes. And let's get you a quick update here. The Westminster Christian Academy Wildcats at home taking on the Deschler Tigers tonight. And we start there because that one just went final. I've kind of watched this one unfold all night long. Deschler would lead 21-7 at the half. Westminster Christian Academy would score 12 unanswered in the third quarter, and then they outscored Deschler 19-14 in the fourth quarter as Westminster Christian Academy and head coach Louis LeBlanc, they are through to the quarterfinals. Now, tonight was the third all-time meeting between the two teams. The Wildcats entered the night 1-2 all-time in second-round playoff games. 2018, Westminster's first ever trip to the quarterfinals. So tonight, a second trip ever in school history to the quarterfinals. Deschler, no secret to postseason success. 24-7 all-time in second-round matchups entering tonight. They were trying to get back to the quarterfinals for the second straight year and the fourth time in 7 years were the Deschler Tigers. But Westminster Christian Academy, too much tonight. They get the home win, 39-35. So if you go inside the Class 4A state playoff brackets, Westminster Christian Academy will advance to take on tonight's winner of Brooks and Priceville, and that one too indeed has gone final. Brooks puts up 70 points tonight on Priceville. Brooks would, let's see here, lead 14-7 after the first. They would lead 28-14 in the second. They would put up 14 more points in the third, 14 more points in the fourth. They get a win 70-42 over Priceville. That is your final there. So, your quarterfinal matchup, just one of them in Class 4A, we'll see Brooks and Westminster Christian Academy meet next Friday for a spot in the semifinals. Well, since we are in Class 4A, let's just stay there right now because the other side of the bracket, the bottom part there, is already final as well. So, Corner coming off that win last week, 42-21 over Randolph. They were having to take on West Morgan tonight. West Morgan on the road, taking on Corner. Now the Rebels, all they did in round one was dominate Etowah, 56-0 in round one. West Morgan Corner, first ever meeting between the two teams. Rebels coming in 2-11 all time in second round games. West Morgan, they've been to the quarterfinals. Well, it's been a while. Got to go all the way back to 1994. In fact, West Morgan has only been there 2 other times. Okay, 2 times in the quarterfinals. You can make it 3 times. West Morgan gets it done tonight, 35-14 over Corner. Now, who will they play? Cherokee County. Some say Cherokee County may be the best team in Class 4A, but West Morgan came in. Remember, West Morgan came into the playoffs with the highest scoring offense in all of Class 4A. Cherokee County right behind them, though. Cherokee County, Haleyville tonight. Cherokee County at home taking on Haleyville. Cherokee County got by Central Florence last week, 56-28. Haleyville got by North Jackson, 33-14. Tonight they meet, and this one goes the way of Cherokee County, 49-14. So here are your 4A brackets to date. Brooks, they will take on Westminster Christian Academy for a spot in the semifinals. West Morgan, Cherokee County, they will meet for a spot in the semifinals. Now, the winner of those 2 games will face off against each other. Now, as far as the southern side of the bracket goes, Booker T. Washington got by Handley 22-9, and Jacksonville, cannot forget Jacksonville, they were taking on Bibb County tonight. Jacksonville Golden Eagles, the Bibb County Choctaws, and Jacksonville would get a win tonight, 28-21. So Jacksonville, congratulations. They are moving on into the quarterfinals. They will either get Montgomery Catholic or T.R. Miller in the quarterfinals coming up next week. Wow, that's how we get you started. That's just Class 4A. We've got other classes. We've got it all to unfold tonight. But that is how we get you started right out of the gate.
So to go ahead and give you an update on that, will have a matchup between Jacksonville and Montgomery Catholic, as Montgomery Catholic was a winner 24-14 over T.R. Miller.
Okay,
it just became final.
So Jacksonville and Montgomery Catholic will meet in the quarterfinals. Now, they will take on the winner of Booker T. Washington / Andalusia Jackson. Waiting for that one for the final bracket there in Class 4A. All right, I tell you what time is it here? Okay, it's only 9:49. We're doing good. We got to settle in here. We're going to be with you till 11 o'clock, second round of the high school football playoffs. We've only just begun. That was just Class 4A. We've got to go through everything. We're going to set all the matchups. We're going to hear from some coaches along the way. We'll check in with all kinds of good things. All right, so let's work our way back up. Let's start, but let's get into some Class 6A playoffs.
Class 6A scores.
All right, Class 6A. This is where a lot of our North Alabama teams are laying around. We've got a lot of teams in 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A. 7A, not very kind to our North Alabama teams last week. So, Mountain Brook, Clay Chalkville. Clay Chalkville gets a win tonight over Mountain Brook, 17-13. Why do we care about Mountain Brook and Clay Chalkville? Well, because the winner of tonight's Muscle Shoals Fort Payne game will take on Clay Chalkville and Mountain Brook. Well, so Clay Chalkville gets a 17-13 win over Mountain Brook. Fort Payne and Muscle Shoals. Here's the little backstory on this one. Second all-time matchup. First matchup coming back in 2009. That was the first round of the playoffs. Muscle Shoals got that debut 38-20. Muscle Shoals 7-6 all-time in second round games. Fort Payne just 1-7 all-time in second round games. Fort Payne, they've not been to the quarterfinals since 2010. Muscle Shoals has made it to the semifinals last season, so this is familiar territory for Scott Baisden and company. This is nothing new to them. Winning second round games, nothing new. Fort Payne, a little different experience. Muscle Shoals tonight at home, just awfully tough. Awfully tough. In fact, I look at this one. Muscle Shoals would lead 7-6 after, or my bad, Fort Payne would lead 7-6 after the first. In fact, Fort Payne would lead 7-6 at the break in this one. Third quarter, though, Muscle Shoals starts to pull away. Muscle Shoals scores 21 unanswered in the fourth quarter. That's the biggest difference right there. Fort Payne goes on to take it, or my bad, Muscle Shoals goes on to take it tonight. 41-10 your final there. So Muscle Shoals, we slot them into the brackets. They will take on Clay Chalkville next week. That is going to be a fantastic matchup. All right, so the other two games in Class 6A that we were paying attention to, Hartselle and Gadsden City. As for that matchup, third all-time meeting between the two teams. They met during the regular season, okay? So you do the math. If they've only met 3 times and they've met twice this regular season, the other one coming back, let's see, Hartselle got a win 31-28 on September 22nd. Hartselle, remember that, Hartselle 31-28 over Gadsden City back in September. Hartselle 12-9 all-time in the second round. Gadsden City 4-3 all-time in the second round. Gadsden City looking to get to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2016. Hartselle looking for back-to-back trips to the quarterfinals. And when you click inside the numbers on this one, heck of a ball game. We were tied at 7 at the break. Gadsden City finds the end zone in the third quarter. They both find the end zone in the fourth, but Gadsden City just a little too much tonight. It's Gadsden City coming away victorious tonight over Hartselle. Your final there, 22-15. Gadsden City gets the win over Hartselle. I mentioned it was tied at 7. Yep, there we go. All right, so who will Gadsden City take on? It was either going to be Oxford or it's going to be Parker. One of the two. Second all-time meeting between the two. First meeting coming back in 2005. That was a Parker 35-14 first-round playoff win. Oxford looking to get back to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2020. Oxford 11-11 all-time in second-round games. Parker 4-11 all-time in second-round games. Last quarterfinal trip for Parker coming back in 2021. And, well, you can add 2023 to that list because Parker knocks off Oxford tonight, 21-14, your final there. So you will have Gadsden City and Parker in the quarterfinals there in Class 6A, Muscle Shoals and Clay Chalkville. Now, the other side of the bracket, Saraland gets by Briarwood Christian tonight, 51-14. It's Hillcrest Tuscaloosa over Helena, 42-7. And Pike Road gets by Spanish Fort, 31-17. So those are your remaining teams left there in Class 6A. So we've gotten 6A done. We're going to go back over it, all over it again throughout the night. But we got a lot of scores, a lot of things to get to. Let's dabble. Let's dabble in Class 5A, shall we?
Class 5A scores.
All right. There's been plenty of attention across the state on the Gulf Shores Dolphins, whether or not they were going to be in the playoffs, whether or not. Why do we bring that up? Well, because they are in Class 5A, and they do roll tonight over Charles Henderson, 41-0. So that is on the southern end of the bracket, on the 5A bracket. That's on the southern end of the bracket. I can tell you that Demopolis gets by BC Rain 13-6, and Eufaula knocks off Faith Academy 41-14. So that's on the southern end of the bracket. What about the North Alabama end of the bracket? So Pleasant Grove and Boaz meeting tonight. First ever meeting between the two teams. Boaz 2-1 all-time in the second round. The Pirates have not been to the second round of the playoffs since 2008. Now, get this. They got their first playoff win last week since 2008. So a big win for Boaz last week. Yeah. Pleasant Grove 8-6 all-time in the second round games. Pleasant Grove looking to advance to the quarterfinals for the 5th straight year. And they get it done. Boaz at home tonight. Trying for that home crowd to get them there, but it's Pleasant Grove. Just a little too much. 49-7, your final there. Now, Guntersville and John Carroll. First ever meeting between the two teams. Guntersville 4-9 in the second round of the playoffs. Guntersville's not been past the second round since 2015. And head coach Lance Reese, he's joined the show periodically this year. He loves this team. Tells us each Friday that he's with us. Man, love this team. I love this team. He loves them even more tonight. Guntersville 3 better than John Carroll. So Guntersville is through to the to the semifinals of the 5A playoff bracket. So who are they going to face? It's either going to be Russellville or Moody, Leeds or Ramsey. Okay, when we come back, we're going to figure out all of this. So we know Guntersville is going to take on Pleasant Grove. If they win that, then they're going to get Russellville, Moody, Leeds, Ramsey. We'll run down the 5A brackets, the rest of the 5A scores. We'll touch on 3A. We'll touch on 2A. We'll touch on 1A. And we'll pick up the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline phone. We'll start visiting with some very happy coaches. All that more when we put 60 minutes on the clock. We'll kick it off next.
Don't let your back or neck pain get in the way. Get back to doing the things you love with the spine and neuro team from Huntsville Hospital. As the most experienced in the area, we have been improving lives in North Alabama for more than 50 years. Whether your favorite fishing hole is on Wilson Lake in the Shoals, Flint Creek, or Lake Guntersville, Spine and Neuro is nearby to get you back to your best. Visit us online at spineandneuro.com to learn more.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Hi folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event. This is the time of year to give thanks for all the good things in our lives. And at Woody Anderson Ford, we give thanks that you're driving a Ford. Right now, we've got financing as low as 2.9% for up to 60 months on 2023 Explorer and Bronco Sport, plus $1,500 in bonus cash. Even our 2023 F-150 Crew Cab has $1,500 bonus cash and financing as low as 3.9%. And our lease rates are great too. 2023 Bronco Sport, $389 a month. 23 Explorer, $537 a month. And our 23 F-150 Crew Cab, just $449 a month, plus $3,000 in total trade assistance and red carpet lease cash. These are 36-month leases with $36.95 on Bronco Sport, $49.21 on Explorer, and $51.51 on F-150 due at signing. Zero security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. These offers end November 30th. Call 539-9441 for complete details. It's Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event, and we hope to see you soon.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The Crimson Tide play here. Tune in every game for Alabama football right here.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
All right, welcome back. Scott Tyson here in our Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Studios. It is round 2 of the high school football playoffs in the state of Alabama. You know what they say? It's great when you're still playing football and the grass starts to turn brown. That's for round 1. When you get to the quarterfinals, that's Thanksgiving weekend. It is great to be playing football and sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner on a Thursday, knowing you're going to be playing football 24 hours from in the quarterfinals the day after Thanksgiving.
Unless you're a coach that also has a wrestler on the team, then he can't eat it all because wrestling just started, and also, you don't want to be full before that game the next night. You never know.
Well, they're not wrestling and football at the same time. You're not doing that.
I'm talking about during the season. If you're in the playoffs right now and you want to,
if you're in the playoffs right now, you ain't wrestling. You're playing football. All right, let's go out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Our good friend from AL.com, he's got a monster night tonight because he's got second-round games all over the place. But I know he was out there at Westminster Christian Academy. The Wildcats do it tonight over the Deschler Tigers, 39-35. Second trip for the Wildcats to the quarterfinals, I believe. But Jimmy Lay joining us now from AL.com. Good evening, Jimmy.
Hey, good evening, Scott. Yeah, it was it's one of the best football games I think I've ever seen. The Wildcats, Westminster was down 21-7 at the half, but really were playing pretty well. But it just rained so hard in the first half, it really made it hard for them to really get anything going. They come out the second half, get an onside kick, take the ball right down the field, score, cut the lead to 21-13. They get a fumble on Deschler's next possession, but they faced a 4th and 18, Scott, and it didn't look like they were going to make it. Brandon Mush drops back. He takes off running. He shakes off one guy, shakes off another guy, literally throwing guys off of him, saying, I'm going to get this first down. And he made it all the way down to the 2-yard line, where eventually, on a couple plays later, Henry Clunch scored. And then it just goes back and forth. I mean, Deschler kept coming back; they kept scoring. But Brandon Mush, 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns was the difference in the game. And the Wildcats are moving on. I think he had 193 yards rushing. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter and a pass to T.J. Carter for a touchdown. Just a tremendous effort. You hate for either one of these teams to lose because they're such great teams, but you got to give it to the Wildcats for keeping their composure and not ever giving up.
Well, now they look towards the quarterfinals, and that'll mean they get a date with Brooks. Brooks, a 70-42 winner tonight over Priceville.
That's right. Yeah, Brooks is the number 3 seed now from Region 7. And so they almost mirror each other, the way they run their offenses. The quarterback for Brooks is tremendous. I've seen him on film a little bit. They've got some really good receivers. they give up a lot of points, but they score a lot of points. Next week could be the track meet of all track meets when Westminster goes to Brooks.
All right, Jimmy. Jimmy Lay from AL.com, kind enough to join us like he does each and every Friday. What other ones? I know you got a bunch of them that you're trying to keep a track of.
Yeah, I've got the Gunnersville John Carroll game that I'm looking at. I've got, let's see, I got the Priceville Brooks game. I got all their information. Boy, they're sending me all this stuff during the game. And I'm like, I can't look at it now, man. It's just really wild. And then I need something from Gadsden City. I could not get them on the phone, and I just
they got to win. Gadsden City got to win tonight, 22-15 over Hartselle.
I just need something from them. Tell me kind of how they did that so that I can have something to write up. Otherwise, it'll only be in the Gadsden paper. But and then oh goodness, I can't even think what the. There's another game that I also have that I can't even think what it was. I didn't get the Madison Academy score. Seemed like they were winning, but I didn't hear how that turned out. We had someone there tonight, so we'll have a write up on that one. Yeah. I think Muscle Shoals won. I didn't hear the Tanner score. We had somebody there, but I didn't hear that yet. But listen, I got to go in here and start writing.
Got it.
You guys keep giving those scores, and I'll be listening.
All right, Jimmy Lay from AL.com with us. He's a very busy man. Anytime we can get him just for a couple minutes, it's always worth it. Jimmy Lay from AL.com with us on a Friday night. Well, he mentioned Madison Academy, and he mentioned that he had someone there. Well, I tell you what, let's dip into some Class 3A.
Class 3A scores.
All right, now both teams came into this one, Madison Academy, Mars Hill, both of them ranked in the rankings, the final 3A rankings. Both of them came into the 3A, though, in the top 5 in scoring offense. Both of them came in top 5 in scoring defense. Something had to give tonight. Something had to give. Either this was going to be an offensive explosion or it was going to be a defensive gem. I think the defensive gem kind of wore out. There was a little bit of offense. Early on, Madison Academy, they've got a running back. His name is Ken Cherry. And Ken Cherry doing Ken Cherry things.
First play of quarter number 4. Poldiak in the shotgun. Hands it off to Ken Cherry. Cherry bounces it out up to the 20. Ken Cherry, 40. Ken Cherry, there he goes. Ken Cherry, he is gone. 85 yards. Touchdown, Mustangs. Woo!
That is how it sounded on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone over in Huntsville. Steve Moulton there on the call. Mustangs, tell you what, Mars Hill was driving late, had the ball inside the 7, inside the red zone. Oh, but Mars Hill fumbles it. Madison Academy, the defense reigns supreme tonight. Madison Academy gets a win over Mars Hill Bible, 21-14. A lot of people had this one circled not once, not twice, but 3 times on the calendar because they thought this one would be a fantastic ball game. It lived up to the hype after the game. Madison Academy head coach Bob Godsey.
It looks like you got Sylvania here next week.
All right, sounds good to me.
It does to me too. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. All right. You look at the points that these two teams have put up through the season, and it just really strikes you. 500 points plus for each team. But the defense is...
Well, that's the way it is. Defense is about winning championships, and our defense showed up and played extremely hard. So did theirs. I felt like we left plays on the field, and I think they did as well. Just proud of our guys. It was a gut check all night, and they found a way to win, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, is this one of those games that you kind of feel like they had to deal with the adversity?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just a tough, hard-fought playoff game. A little bit of a shame that it had to be in the second round. It was more like a semifinal, final deal. At the same time, we're glad, happy to be moving forward.
Madison Academy head coach Bob Godsey, and indeed, Madison Academy, you look at it, and why was everybody wanting Sylvania? Well, these two have a little bit of playoff history, but Sylvania had to get by Winfield tonight in order for the quarterfinal matchup to happen that everybody wanted to see happen. And if we look at this one, Sylvania and Winfield, Sylvania would lead 14-3 after the first quarter. Sylvania would, in fact, lead 21-3 at the break. Fourth quarter, Sylvania finds the end zone twice. That's good. The Rams get it done tonight over Winfield, 35-10. So, indeed, we get the matchup that I think a lot of people, well, at least Madison Academy, wanted to see, and that is Sylvania and Madison Academy in the quarterfinals of the football playoffs. Why is Madison Academy chomping at the bit to get out there? I mean, if they could play this one tonight, I am sure they would just travel or anywhere, parking lot, wherever, to play this one, because they would take on Sylvania. But let's take a look inside the numbers here real fast, because I wanted to take a look at it. Here we go. So last season, this one went to overtime. Sylvania got the best of Madison Academy in the second round of the playoffs, 48-45 last year. That is why a lot of people have this in. This is a rematch. What will the rematch do? Will it live up to everything that's gone on? We'll have to wait and find out. But we do know the day after Thanksgiving, this is what we have got going on. All right, and speaking of Sylvania, they were a 35-10 winner tonight over Winfield. We do go out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard hotline, and the Rams head coach, Tyler Van, kind enough to join us now on the phone lines. Coach, congratulations. 35-10 win tonight over Winfield.
Yes, sir. Really proud of our guys. I thought we were the physical. We played really physical football like we want to play, and I thought that was the difference in the football game. Really proud of our guys, the way we play, where we hustle the ball. You know, I can tell you for a fact we're going to hit and we're going to play hard. That's the only thing for sure. When they mess up, we'll get misaligned. We're going to play hard, and I'm really proud of the guys, the way they practice this week leading into the game.
Yeah, and especially in the playoffs, it's key to get off to a fast start. What, a 14-point first quarter. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but in the playoffs, that's a very good, productive first quarter.
Yeah, I was really proud of our guys. We had got a heavy set there in the second quarter or first quarter. First drive we drove down was our quarterback hit a deep post on about the 40 going in, and then the next drive we hit a heavy set and Aiden Palmer, who had another big night for us. Broke one for a long touchdown, made it 14-0. And then again, our defense played really good football all night. Like I said, we did get lined up wrong a few times. They hit a reverse on us there in the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter, actually, and we was in a stunt up front, so we was in man cover. So they kind of dialed it up. Good play call to what we had called. So, and they ended up scoring on that play going in. So, but our guys responded. Really proud of the adversity. Good first quarter. Anytime you can jump up 14-0 on any football team, especially good football teams, and you can limit mistakes, you got a really good chance of winning the game. Really proud of the way our guys played.
Tyler Van, Sylvania head coach, joining us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Coach, talk about that defense. Who kind of stood out to you defensively?
51, Ashton Cooley's been a guy all year that's played really good football for us. If he's not nominated, if he's not 3A All-State D lineman like he was last year and not nominated to go to the banquet, I'll be upset, because ain't many people block him all year. Like he's our captain, he's our dude, he's our vocal leader. He does a really good job every Friday night. He had a big night tonight. He was a tough block for us and made some big sacks for us. And then, at DB, number 1, Roman McKeon had a big interception there in the fourth quarter. Gave us good field position. And so, them two guys, and then all of our linebacker core, 21, Leo Kirby, 10, Sean Gim, 15, Travis Owens. Our linebackers and guys up front seven played really well.
Well, it does mean, we talked about it at the top of the show, we talked about it last week, that it's always fun to get to the playoffs, because if the grass is turning brown, then you know something as good is happening. But now, if you know you get to eat turkey next week and come up with a game plan, that means really good things are happening. You're on to the quarterfinals the day after Thanksgiving, but now you get to take on a Madison Academy team. It's a rematch of last year's epic overtime playoff game. Just look ahead a little bit.
Yeah, really good football team, really well coached. Coach Gozzi does a really good job over there at Madison Academy, and you know I'm sure they're looking for revenge on what happened last year. You know our guys got to be ready to go. We got to do a good job preparing this week against a really good football team who does things the right way. So we're going to have to continue to do things good the right way and find a way to get a little bit better this week. Because if we're not getting a little bit better at what we're doing, we're not going to have a chance Friday night. So. Again, really good football team, and we're going to have to prepare the right way. I told our guys, if we can prepare the right way, I'm not just talking about at practice, you know, prepare when you're outside, taking care of your bodies and doing what you're supposed to do, then we're going to have a chance. So, but they're a really good football team again and coached really well by Coach Gozzi.
All right, Tyler Van. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and best of luck next week in the quarterfinals.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate what y'all do for high school athletics. Appreciate y'all. Go Rams. Hey, and I'd like to also thank God, my Lord and Savior, for everything He's done for me. I forget to do that sometimes. Without Him, you know, we're nothing. But I do appreciate what you do, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Absolutely. Nicely said there by Tyler Van. I tell you what, let's get a break in. 10-17, let's get a break in into the first quarter here, the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. We got 3 more quarters to go, and we still got a lot of scores and a lot of breakdowns to get to.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Don't let your back or neck pain get in the way. Get back to doing the things you love with the spine and neuro team from Huntsville Hospital. As the most experienced in the area, we have been improving lives in North Alabama for more than 50 years. Whether your favorite fishing hole is on Wilson Lake in the Shoals, Flint Creek, or Lake Gunnersville, Spine and Neuro is nearby to get you back to your best. Visit us online at spineandneuro.com to learn more.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Did you know that average home equity is at an all-time high? But so is average consumer debt. Even though rates are higher now, you can use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loans, etc., then refi when the rates drop. Don't put off that new home purchase. When rates drop, prices will go up. Buy now and get the best price and then refi when the rates drop. This is the time to talk to the experts at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit northalabamamortgage.com for more information.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case.
And we'll take care of it.
The Lackey Law Firm. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hello, listeners. My name is Jonathan Dunwoody, and I own Minuteman Press. We are a full-service print shop that is locally owned and operated. I have personally been handling direct mail for over 17 years and have a great relationship with the USPS. We are the only print shop in the area that is listed as a print provider on their website and the only printing franchise that can use their logo as our partner on marketing materials. We can help from conception to design, print, and delivery to the post office. And with our easy, secure online payment option, you don't even need to leave your office. Minuteman Press, we're not just putting ink on paper, we're building relationships.
We cover all the SEC schools, including Western Union and Venmo.
I want that money!
You know, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
All right, welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Class 2A, we've gone through 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A. What about Class 2A? Second round playoff scores.
Class 2A scores.
All right, Locust Fork is a 54-21 winner over Sulligent. So Locust Fork, you move them into the brackets. Fife, Lexington, the Red Devils, all they do is win, win, win. They get another one tonight, 57-24 over Lexington, all right? So Locust Fork and Lexington are on a collision course. What about that other part of the bracket? Pisgah and Tanner, Southeastern Tuscaloosa Academy. Well, Pisgah does their part. 66-38 winners tonight. Over Tanner is the Pisgah Eagles. Their head coach, Luke Pruitt, kind enough to join us here tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Coach, congratulations. You are off to the quarterfinals.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm proud of the way our kids played tonight.
66 points. You get the good offense tonight. Tanner, though, is one of those teams. We've seen them come back on several teams this year. No lead is safe when you play the Rattlers. I mean, what were you able to do to kind of distance yourself there?
Early on, we were able to take some shots, and we were able to hit on them. But as the game went on, we were able to throw it. And we won the turnover margin. We had a pick six that flipped the field. We had another interception that helped us get it to 3 scores, and we kind of, from halftime on, at halftime they cut it to 2 scores, but after that we were able to keep it to 3 scores most of the night. We gave up 38 points, but I was proud of the way our defense played. Anytime you score 66 is a big night for the offense. We were able to get in our 4-minute offense late in the game, and we scored twice out of it. We were trying to run the clock out, and we broke 2 of it. So proud of the way our kids played. You know, like you said, Tanner's explosive. They put up a bunch of points, and we knew that we were going to have a tough task coming in here, and we were able to get the victory.
Let's talk about it offensively. Who had, 66 points. Someone had to have a couple big nights.
Everybody, you know, it starts with our quarterback, Mason Hoffman. He distributed the ball really well. Jacob Kirby caught a long touchdown pass. Luke Gilbert, Landon Watkins, leaving Jet Jeffrey also as well. And then, you know, we got a Wildcat, and Luke Gilbert did a good job in a Wildcat. Legion McQuarrie's our running back. Did a really good job there as well. So all of our skill guys, offensive line did a great job. Dave Mason, a clean pocket. So, you know, proud of our offense.
Defensively, I know you said you give up just 38 points, but you were able to force some turnovers. Who had good nights for you on the defensive side?
Luke Gilbert picked one off. Legion McQuarrie picked one off. I think Legion had 2 interceptions. You know, it was one of those nights where, you know, we should have took a knee before halftime and run the clock out. And we didn't. That's on me. And they got one right there. And we had 2 big penalties the second half that gave them another score. So, and we tried to sub, and they took a shot at the end. So we had 21. You know, really we gave up about 17. You know, without us helping them. So.
Well, now you get to look ahead to the quarterfinals.
Yes, sir. I think it's Tuscaloosa Academy. Coach Wright does a good job, and, you know, it's going to be wide open offense. They're spread, I know that much. So anybody at this point in the season are good quality football teams. So we've got to do what we do and do what we can control, and that's all we can ask for. We got to figure out a way to survive in advance.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Pisgah head coach Luke Pruitt, kind enough to join us tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. His team is on to the quarterfinals where they will take on Tuscaloosa Academy next week. Coach, congratulations on the win. Happy Thanksgiving to you, your family, your team, and best of luck next week.
He gone.
Yeah,
he's away, so he's like, I'm getting on the bus. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
or if he's like, no, he's on the bus.
It's a nice little trip from Tanner to Pisgah. All right, so we mentioned that Tuscaloosa Academy does get the win over Southeastern. So your 2A bracket there. Let's dip into the 2A bracket and let's see how it unfolds.
Class 2A scores.
On that southern end of the state, Goshen and Clark County. Clark County gets the win 22-15. B.B. Comer over Highland 21-14. Reeltown over Thorsby 48-14. And Cottonwood over Isabella 24-23. So Reeltown and Cottonwood, B.B. Comer and Clark County on that southern end of the bracket. Then you have Pisgah and Tuscaloosa Academy. Tuscaloosa Academy 38-6 winners tonight over Southeastern. And then you have Fife and Locust Fork. Locust Fork gets by Sulligent 54-21. And we mentioned the Fife Red Devils and the Lexington Golden Bears. Fife wins 57-24. The Fife Red Devils, okay, they were looking to get back to the quarterfinals. You ready for this? You want to take a stab at how many years the Fife Red Devils have been into the quarterfinals?
Every single year of existence.
No, straight. They were looking to get back to the quarterfinals for the 11th straight season.
Wow.
11 seasons in a row, Fife has been to the quarterfinals. Now, they are your 2A defending state champions. For this, tonight was the fourth matchup all time. The last one coming back in 2012. Lexington had not been to the quarterfinals since 2005, and tonight, obviously, they just ran into a buzzsaw.
Paul Benefield's here on the line.
And speaking of the Fife Red Devils, they get that win tonight. Yeah, we just saw the highlights, and the ground game was chugging right along tonight. Fife gets a win, 57-24. Their head coach, Paul Benefield, joins us now via the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Coach, congratulations on the win. Yet again, Fife into the quarterfinals.
Well, thank you. We are proud of our kids for improving as years went on, and we're just proud to advance tonight and survive another week.
What kind of was working for you well tonight, Coach?
Well, we ran it pretty good. That's kind of what we do best. Logan Anderson and Ryder Gibson and Blake Dobbins all had good nights running the ball. So we gave up quite a bit of yardage. Sometimes we held them when we could. So just a good game. Kids played hard.
Well, Coach, it's always great when we were kind of leading into the show saying, it's great when the grass turns brown because you're into the playoffs. It's great when you get to sit down for Thanksgiving dinner. Not only do you get to plan a Thanksgiving dinner, but you also get to have a game plan for that Friday as you're playing in the quarterfinals. It's good. Now you got to prepare for a Locust Fork team.
Yes, very good team. I don't know a lot about them, but I know they're got some dynamic players, and they're really excited. Their community's excited and should be about their football team. I hope ours can match their enthusiasm this week.
You mentioned Logan Anderson, another big night for number 24, Logan Anderson and company. Coach, what makes this offense so difficult to defend?
Well, I don't know. You may have to ask some other coaches that defend. It's just it's a power offense, but we have misdirection in it, and it's something that wears on you as the game goes on.
Yeah.
And I think it's unique and nobody's running it much, but there's more people beginning to. But the fact that you only face something like this once a year is pretty tough to defend. Of course, it's tough on us to defend 4 and 5 wideouts too.
Yeah.
Everything's tough to defend depending on the people that's running it.
Well, Paul Benefield, kind enough to join us tonight. Coach, congratulations. Enjoy the Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, your family, and your team. And best of luck next week in the quarterfinals.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Paul Benefield, kind enough to join us. The Fife Red Devils, 11th straight season getting into the quarterfinals. They are your defending 2A state champs as well. Let's get a break in. We're at the halftime mark. When we come back, we'll run it all down. Let's get you 1A scores and run it all down from top to bottom.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
As the calendar turns to November, we thank Thanksgiving, and for that we have plenty to be thankful for. As we gather with family and friends, it's a good time to make sure your heating and cooling units are up to speed. Thomas from Talent Heating and Air with us. Thomas, if you're tired of all of that from all the other companies, give Talent Heating and Air a call.
That's right. If you're tired of hearing a bunch of, give us a call at 256-503-4490. We're still out running our special. We can come out, check out your system, make sure it's ready for heating season, and we can do that free gas inspection with that tune-up.
You can also find Talent Heating and Air online at
talenthvac.com.
Don't let any of those other companies jive turkey talk you into expenses you don't need. Give Talent Heating and Air a call today.
Pretty sure that you called me a jive turkey.
No, now, Lou. Nobody called anyone a JT.
Jive turkey is a little over the line, my man.
AL cert number 21014.
Did you know the state's top-ranked private school is here in Huntsville? What about one of the nation's few Orton-Gillingham Academy accredited schools? At Randolph School, our experienced teachers and coaches challenge and nurture students as they prepare for college and life. Our pre-K through 12 school includes Greengate School at Randolph, serving students with dyslexia. Parents, we know that you are your child's biggest advocate, and we invite you to explore your education options. Schedule a tour at randolphschool.net.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Hi folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event. This is the time of year to give thanks for all the good things in our lives. And at Woody Anderson Ford, we give thanks that you're driving a Ford. Right now, we've got financing as low as 2.9% for up to 60 months on 2023 Explorer and Bronco Sport, plus $1,500 in bonus cash. Even our 2023 F-150 Crew Cab has $1,500 bonus cash and financing as low as 3.9%. And our lease rates are great too. 2023 Bronco Sport, $389 a month. 23 Explorer, $537 a month. And our 23 F-150 Crew Cab, just $449 a month, plus $3,000 in total trade assistance and red carpet lease cash. These are 36-month leases with $36.95 on Bronco Sport, $49.21 on Explorer, and $51.51 on F-150 due at signing. Zero security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. These offers end November 30th. Call 539-9441 for complete details. It's Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event, and we hope to see you soon.
Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and Twitch. Just search 97.7 ESPN. We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back. Talking Ball can be heard Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. This is the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Or the Woody Anderson High School Football Scoreboard Show powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. 256-576-4977. You can reach out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline if you want to join us.
And right in from the hotline, we just got a final on West Morgan. They won their game 35-14.
So West Morgan gets a win over Corner 35-14. And Drew Phillips and company doing some really, really good things there. Remember, we talked about that one. We touched on that one a minute. First ever meeting between the two. Rebels 2-11 all time in the second round. West Morgan, they've been to the quarterfinal. They've not been there since 1994. In fact, they've only been there 2 other times. So congratulations to Drew Phillips and company. The West Morgan Rebels are through. Hey, Chad, I don't think we have gone through the 1A scores.
I don't believe so. Leroy was a winner 27-13 over Georgiana. And Brantley was a winner 14-12 over Lochapoka. So that means Brantley will take on Leroy. And Maplesville was a winner 28-21 over Sweetwater. And Elba was a winner over Milry 47-28. So Maplesville will take on Elba. Coosa Christian was a winner 28-6 over Lynn. And Hackleburg was a big winner 33-18 over Valley Head. So Coosa Christian will take on Hackleburg. Pickens County 32, Winterboro 23. And Wadley, a huge winner, 81-27 over South Lamar. They'll take on Pickens County and Wadley in that matchup.
All right, so there's your 1A matchups there. Geraldine and Gordo in Class 3A. I know you guys have got one. I didn't put that in my sheet yet, but I know we've got a final on Geraldine and Gordo.
Oh, whoops. I had it in front of me.
Class 3A.
Yeah. No, I just had it in front of me. I just threw it. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Geraldine was a winner 42-34 over Gordo. They will take on, obviously, Lauderdale County, who is a winner 35-30 over Piedmont.
Yeah, so there is your 3A bracket. So Sylvania, a 35-10 over Winfield. Madison Academy holds on 21-14 over Mars Hill. So Sylvania and MA will play each other. Lauderdale County, 35-30 winners over Piedmont. That's a big win for Lauderdale County. They get Geraldine, who knocks off Gordo 35-34. So the path to Bryant-Denny Stadium looks like this in Class 3A. Madison Academy, Sylvania, Lauderdale County, and Geraldine. One of those 4 teams will be headed to Bryant-Denny Stadium in Class 3A. That is what we know. It's going to be down to one of those 4 teams. All right, let's go all the way back to Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
All right, I'm going to run these down real fast because I want to get back to Class 4A. Just had a thought here. Clay Chalkville over Mountain Brook, 17-13. Muscle Shoals over Fort Payne, 41-10. Gadsden City over Hartselle, 25-15. And Parker over Oxford, 21-14. I wanted to run those down real fast because it's been a minute since we touched on Class 6A. But my mind is racing into Class 4A. And the reason why, we had Jimmy Lay on earlier in the show. We got a good little talk on Westminster Christian and Deschler, 39-35. He told us Brandon Mush took over fourth quarter, big-time gutsy quarterback there for Westminster Christian Academy. Record-setting quarterback. The man can sling the football. But I want to learn a little bit more about this game. And what better way to do that than go out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. And the head coach of the Westminster Christian Academy Wildcats, Louis LeBlanc, kind enough to join us tonight. Coach, congratulations. A big 39-35 home win tonight.
Oh, it was huge. It was huge. It was this is the second time in school history for us to get to the third round and the first time to beat Deschler. So a lot of history.
Yeah, Deschler has a lot of playoff history. We mentioned it coming in. They were 24-7 all time in second round matchups. They'd been to the second round 31 times. You guys have been there 3 times. So, I mean, there's a huge difference there in the playoffs. But you guys have Brandon Mush, and he really delivered in the second half for you guys tonight.
He did. He did in many ways. I mean, he obviously can throw the football. He runs incredibly well within his hands. And then he was a signal caller tonight. He made some calls and some things that were built in, and then some things that he wanted in a timeout. And he believes in his kids and the guys that are out there. And man, they showed up and they produced.
Well, let's talk about, there's 11 guys on the field offensively. Talk about the offensive line. They did a fantastic job tonight of giving him some time to throw.
Oh, they did. And not only that, we came out, we're down 2 scores. We kick an onside kick, we get it back, we score, and then we cause a fumble and we get it. And I think we score, but we missed an extra point. And then the defense just stepped up really strong, and then the offensive line took over, and their line was huge. And for our guys to open up holes and to run the ball with both the running back and the quarterback, it was a thing of beauty tonight to see us just chewing up clock, putting pressure on them defensively, and then our guys being able to control it on a wet field by keeping it on the ground. And so it was definitely a statement for us, and it gave our guys a tremendous amount of confidence that we weren't going to have to just rely on Brandon to get it done. That O-line was going to not only protect him when we needed to throw, but they were going to move people against their will when we needed to run.
Well, talk about it defensively. I know you look at it and you give up 35 points, but this Deschler offense can put up a lot of points. How were you able to kind of slow Deschler down enough to get the win?
Well, we gave up 28 defensively. They blocked a punt and scored off of that, and then got to get that 35th point. But they had 204 rushing and 192 throwing. They did a great job throwing the ball, and so. But we kept it in front. Our guys have been playing with great eyes. We've seen Priceville, Central Florence, Priceville, Oak Grove. We've seen this style of offense, and so our guys have just been repping it. And so they really showed out, and when we needed a stop, and did a phenomenal job.
Well, now you look ahead to the quarterfinals, and a lot of people circled the earlier in the year, the Westminster Central Florence game, because there were going to be plenty of points. We just felt like an offensive explosion. I don't know about the postseason, but Brooks put up 70 points tonight in a 70-42 win against Priceville. Obviously, as a coach, you don't want to see a lot of points, but you got a high explosive offense you're going to be facing next week in Brooks.
Yes, sir. Tim Bowens. Tim and I go way back. Tim was director of player personnel at Alabama when I was a graduate assistant there my first 2 years, and he worked. I was outside of his door basically. He had a much nicer office than I did as a GA. We spent a lot of time talking together. He is a phenomenal human being. Our wives became quick friends. He's got 3 great boys, and anyway, just a longtime friend. So. It is a special thing to be able to play against a team that he's coaching, just because he is such a good friend. And so who would ever thought, sitting in the Malmore Athletic Complex, that he and I would be on opposite sidelines one day in third round of playoffs.
That's a great little story there, Coach. Well, congratulations, Coach Louis LeBlanc, Westminster Christian Academy. Joining us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show Hotline. Coach, congratulations. Happy Thanksgiving to you, to your family, to your team, and best of luck next week in the quarterfinals.
Listen, I really appreciate you guys, and so thankful to still be on the phone with you guys at this time of year.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
See, Chad, that's awesome. See, we talked about it in round 1 that when the grass is green, it's always great to be playing in the playoffs. We talked about it that, hey, it's great that round 2, temperature's changing a little bit. Quarterfinals, you got to plan Thanksgiving. Now you got to plan a football game. Coach just said it, though. Talking to us. When you're talking to us on a quarterfinal, second round of the playoffs, that's big. See, we are becoming
makes the cold
big.
weather, all the rain, and everything like that so much better when you can talk to us.
We get rid of all the interns, and we become big.
You feel a lot warmer inside when you're
First
winning.
week with no interns in the building. And look at that. We get all the scores. I tell you what, let's get a break in. When we come back, fourth quarter, going to wrap it all up, run down all the scores, and you never know who's going to join us.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event. This is the time of year to give thanks for all the good things in our lives. And at Woody Anderson Ford, we give thanks that you're driving a Ford. Right now, we've got financing as low as 2.9% for up to 60 months on 2023 Explorer and Bronco Sport, plus $1,500 in bonus cash. Even our 2023 F-150 Crew Cab has $1,500 bonus cash and financing as low as 3.9%. And our lease rates are great too. 2023 Bronco Sport, $389 a month. 23 Explorer, $537 a month. And our 23 F-150 Crew Cab, just $449 a month, plus $3,000 in total trade assistance and red carpet lease cash. These are 36-month leases with $36.95 on Bronco Sport, $49.21 on Explorer, and $51.51 on F-150 due at signing. Zero security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. These offers end November 30th. Call 539-9441 for complete details. It's Woody Anderson Ford's Thanksgiving sales event, and we hope to see you soon.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Philip Love of not only Eagle Insulation, now he represents Eagle Companies. Eagle through the years have added several companies to help individuals or builders through their construction renovation process. Eagle is known to represent quality, efficiency, and professionalism. Philip, I know you do insulation, but do you do masonry?
We do.
Do you do grading, erosion control, and dirt hauled off?
We do.
Do you do afterpaint, which includes shower doors, mirrors, shelving blinds, and bath hardware?
Yes, we do, Wes.
Do you do landscaping and irrigation?
Yes, we do.
So basically, Eagle can help you all along your process of building your house or doing renovations. So do you do plumbing?
We do not, Wes, but we can find somebody to do it.
Just give them time. They'll be there. Anyway, call Eagle Insulation at
256-755-1556.
Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. Call Eagle today.
Thanks, Wes.
Online at 977ESPN.com.
Stream them online.
Call in.
It's an important job, and it's an vital organization.
Tweet in and join in. We are 977 ESPN The Zone.
All right, welcome back into the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. This is our final quarter of the season. Tonight's the last night that we will be joining you Now, that doesn't mean you can't find out what's going on. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We'll have some way, somehow, to get the scores out for you next week on the quarterfinals. Friday night game, day after Thanksgiving. We'll have the scores for you. So make sure you stay with 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We want to thank everybody, though. 105.9 WKLS in Gaston and Anniston for having us again this year. 104.7 WLAY Florence, Muscle Shoals. We want to thank them for having us. And we want to thank 97.7 ESPN The Zone for having us. All right, in Class 4A tonight, the West Morgan Rebels go on the road tonight, taking on Corner. First ever meeting between the two teams. Rebels 2-11 all-time in second-round games. West Morgan has not been to the quarterfinals since 1994. In fact, they've only been there 2 times. Well, you got to add 2023 to that list now because 35-14 winners over Corner. Their head coach, West Morgan head coach, Drew Phillips, kind enough to join us now on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show Hotline. Coach, congratulations. You're into the quarterfinals.
Man, yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Coach, take us through the win. 35-14 over Corner. Take us through it.
Well, man, we started off, I thought we started off with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, getting a stop early and getting a score in there. And, I was just proud of the way our guys came out and competed, and the way that they played, winning the halftime and, thought we had to make some adjustments and face some adversity, with these guys, because they're a really good football team. Thought came out in the second half and, battled through some adversity sometimes that maybe we didn't play as well as we wanted to at times, but still battled through and ended up punching one down there at the end. Braxton Peters making a great throw to Jason Fletcher, making, 35-14 and really extending it and carrying away with it there. But, hats off to our entire team, our defense, incredible job. I think they had on the 40 yards rushing. That's something that they, love to do. And offensively, I thought our guys played well for the most part. Quarterback Braxton Peters did a really good job.
Well, Coach, now you do look ahead to the playoffs, and you get into the quarterfinals. You got a good one. You got Cherokee County to prepare for.
Yeah. I'm sitting here right here on the way home, already kind of moving in that direction in my mind. So, they're a really good team, and we're going to enjoy this one tonight. And then tomorrow, as coaches, we'll get up, we'll start our stuff on Cherokee County. Like I said, a really good football team, and coming back to Trinity, and we're really excited about that, to be able to host. I'm just proud of our guys. Man, that battle tonight, they fought. The coaching staff did an excellent job across the board, and hats off to our fans. They really made a difference. So hats off to the people.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned a little bit the Trinity. I mean, getting into the quarterfinals. I mean, you guys have had a fantastic regular season. You've been putting up points, the most prolific offense in Class 4A. But what does this win tonight mean for the school, the kids, the community to get into the quarterfinals?
It's big, man. I think you said it earlier. Since 1994, we really had to tell our guys all week that that was a big step for us, something that we wanted to achieve. But we really had to focus on what we were trying to do with this team this year, and we didn't. Whatever had happened before, didn't really matter. And I thought our guys really bought into that. Have played every game kind of that way with the next play mentality, next game mentality, and. So I'm really proud of that, but it does a lot for our community. I know a lot of the guys that put on that maroon wanted to see that happen tonight. In fact, had a lot come up and, tell us how proud they were to see us, advance like we have and how long it's been. So, I think it's important, with the tradition here and the fans that we got here and again, the former players and how what it meant to them. I think it's just a big win for our community, our school, and everybody involved.
Drew Phillips, head coach of the West Morgan Rebels, kind enough to join us tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show Hotline. Coach, congratulations on the win, and happy Thanksgiving to you, your family, your team, and best of luck next week in the quarterfinals.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and thanks for all you do to cover high school football. Appreciate y'all.
And there you go. Well, we did it. We've made it through. Let's run down as many of these scores as we can real fast. Pleasant Grove over Boaz tonight, 49-7. Gunnersville over John Carroll, 20-17. Russellville falls to Moody, 42-21. Ramsey over Leeds, 42-7. Cherokee County over Haleyville, 49-14. West Morgan over Corner, 35-14. Westminster Christian over Deschler, 39-35. Brooks over Priceville, 70-42. Sylvania over Winfield, 35-10. MA over Mars Hill, 21-14. Lauderdale County over Piedmont, 35-30. Gordo over Geraldine, 42-34. Locust Fork over Sullivan, 54-21. Fife over Lexington, 57-24. Pisgah over Tanner, 66-38. It was Hackleburg, Valley Head, Hackleburg 33-18. Pickens County over Winterboro, 32-23. It was Coosa Christian over Lynn, 28-6. Got through as many as we could.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it.
Great season.
It's been a fun season.
Yeah.
It's been a fun one. That's going to do it for us. See you guys next year.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or